Yeah. So you know,
And
slavery
we
was
were
taken
fucking
out.
useless.
Yeah. Well,
We were fucking useless.
you'd lost your everything by that time. You know.
Yeah, well, the last colony was the Philippines
Mm-hmm.
in 1898. The
Mm.
disaster of Philippines. We call it the disaster of the Philippines. But to be honest,
The
I don't
Philippines were
trust.
not exactly crying over it. You know what I'm saying?
No, they weren't.
You know?
I don't trust Spanish books anymore because we are told such a
It's strange
huge
history, isn't it?
amount of bullshit.
Propaganda, yes.
It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. Like things like, yeah, well, Spain. A Spaniard invented the submarine. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That. Yeah, we were talking about this one day.
Yeah.
So we have things like the submarine. Yeah, that's Spanish.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, tortilla. That has to be Spanish, right? Come on, that's Spanish. Salami. That's Spanish. Wait. Salami. And salchichon. Salchichon. Isn't there a city in France called, or a region called Saucisson?
Yes.
There is where I started to doubt. Like, it's hilarious that
Yeah.
one opens his eyes to reality because a stupid
Yeah.
thing like a food, like
Yeah.
a dish, a
Yeah.
typical thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you start. You know, that's a principle. You can apply the principle to everything.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
okay, well, oh,
So
wait a
where
second.
everything
That tortilla is actually frittata.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
Yeah.
Jamon is prosciutto,
Mm-hmm.
which is Italian. Shit.
And
Pisto is ratatouille,
yeah.
which is French.
Yeah.
And no, we didn't invent. I mean, Isaac Peral didn't invent fucking submarines. He designed a submarine that worked with electric batteries. That's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
But
That was
that is-
groundbreaking. That was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
You gotta
yeah.
give that to him. It was ahead of
Yeah,
his time.
yeah. But
know.
Tesla didn't invent cars.
They did not invent cars. No.
Yeah, they invented electric cars. Well, and they didn't actually invent electric cars. They just made a better electric car.
Well, yeah, because you know the car itself, the concept of the car was invented way before the petrol, the ICE engine.
ICE engine? Internal
Combustion
combustion.
engine, yeah, way before. So the first cars were actually steam, then electric.
Yeah.
But because electric didn't last long, and you kept on have to, you know, you needed to recharge it. They'd have to push it back to where it came from.
Yeah, that sounds
so
familiar.
forth, you know, so you know, like I said, there was a lot of problems with electric. You know, in fact, even Americas during the time of Ford, what's the name, making the Model T Ford, there were electric American cars out there, but they didn't last long because of all the infrastructure problems. Again, combustion engines came in, they released them from all that stuff, and we thought, we're free, we can go anywhere we want, but at the same time, we're killing half the nature in, you know, in so doing. But that's besides the point. We've now lived 200 years of ICE engineering. It's time to go back to relook at the map and go look at electricity and say, oh, well, developments in electrical technology has actually come forward. Leaps and bounds over ICE. Leaps and bounds, you know.
The thing about Spanish history books is they are full of shit.
Well, I mean, I've never had the pleasure of being educated in the Spanish environment.
Well, for instance, the origin, the starting, the triggering of the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I was discussing this with my family
Yeah.
in Spain. Obviously, it's not a discussion. It's basically. I mean, I don't even talk about these things anymore with them because they will expel me out of the family. Because I try to explain that the things we learn, the way we learn them,
Yeah.
is
Biased.
fake.
It's biased.
It's completely biased.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the Secret Service of the British Secret Service were involved in transporting Franco from the Canary Islands to Morocco to take control of the regions and then invading Spain.
Yeah.
But that is not in the Spanish version.
No.
The Spanish version is more like
The
Doctor
savior.
Strange thing in which Franco suddenly shows up there.
Yes.
But nobody knows
Yes, yeah.
how the fuck he arrived there.
Like a savior, you know, he emerged out of nowhere, you know.
So, and like this is everything relating to Spanish history.
Yeah.
when I came here, my first job was at Buckingham Palace, and I had the honor of working with a guy, Sam Fimbo. We were at the very end of Constitution Hill,
Yeah.
where those pillars,
Uh-huh.
you know, those pillars to remember people who fought for
Yeah.
the British Empire.
Yeah.
And he was telling me the way the British Empire, which we can discuss, but
I did for
is
night.
better, way better than the way we Spaniards used to do things.
Well, maybe that's a bit of propaganda that we
No,
need to
no,
search
no.
more.
Not because the British Empire's way was good, but because our way was fucking horrendous. Like, for
Well,
instance, people
you were
would-
brutal.
but people were starving on the street because we are terrible administrators. Like, if there's this joke that says heaven is that place where British are the accountants, Spanish are the cooks, and Germans are the engineers,
Yeah.
and there is this place which is hell.
Yeah.
The English are still the accountants.
Yeah.
The Germans are the cooks.
The Spanish are the engineers.
It's right. We are terrible at managing things, admin things. We are terrible. So people were starving in the streets. So imagine that you are, I don't know, 15, 20 years old, and you live. Maybe you are lucky. You live in Madrid, and you can beg
Yeah.
because the empire is growing, and everyone is getting rich. But everyone who goes away,
Yeah.
no one who stays in is seeing a penny.
Yeah.
Right? So, and these recruiters used to go to the cities, to the
Yeah.
different districts of big cities,
Yeah.
and they were telling these lies. That's, by the way, that's how they still do it. When I joined the army,
Yeah.
it was very similar.
Yeah.
So these guys will go and say things like, yeah, you are here, so you can imagine, you can picture it. You are here, you are begging, you don't have food, you don't have wine, you don't have water, you don't have anything, you
Yeah.
don't even have where to sleep.
Yeah.
But come and join the tercios. You
Yeah.
know the tercios?
Yeah.
The third army divided in third, companies divided in third,
Yeah.
regiments divided
Yeah.
in third.
Yeah.
The tercios,
Yeah.
the thirds.
Third, yeah.
They were an elite group of soldiers,
Yeah.
massive, vast.
Yeah.
So you will join the tercios and go with them because you are going to be rich, and you're going to get lands, and you're going to get gold, and you're going to get all this shit.
Yeah.
And that's amazing because it's way better than what you have now. That is nothing.
Yeah.
So if you fast forward in time,
Yeah.
6 months later, you are in Flanders,
Aha.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are starving. You're fucking starving. You are frozen to death. You're
Yeah.
being chased by the Dutch.
Yeah. They hate your guts.
They hate your guts because all the things you already have done and all the things you are going to do probably.
Yeah.
And it will be hilarious. I picture it like this. This same guy shows up. Hey, you were the guy that were recruiting me. Hey, how are you enjoying the time here? All the things you say were bullshit, you. Remember when I say that you will have lands and gold and you will be rich, etc. It was bullshit, actually. It was fucking with you, man. You are in the middle of nowhere. You are as fucking poor as you were before.
Well, you're in the army at least.
No food, no water, not even dry gunpowder that you can use to shoot your way out of this.
It is Flanders. It's mighty cold in the winter.
You are fucked. But look, there. That's Breda. That's a Dutch city. You know what?
Yeah.
They don't believe in God like we do.
Yeah.
They don't believe in the
Protestants.
Virgin.
Yeah.
So you go there, kill everyone,
Yeah.
fuck everyone.
Yeah.
But you can be selective with that one. Burn the city,
Yeah.
and maybe you can live for another week.
Or collect as much gold and pillage the place and whatever.
And that's how we
Yeah.
manage the empire. Oh, come on! It's a beautiful example of how bad we are at everything.
I'd say it's fairly standard. Romans did it. Egyptians did it.
Yeah, but the difference with the
You know?
Brits is when the Brits invaded. Now you are part of the British. Wait. I actually bought this for this. Now you are part of the British Empire, and now you are British. You are not Indian. You are not South African. You are not. No, you are actually British.
Yeah.
So we can go to Britain. No, you will be a fucking immigrant. You stay here, but you are British.
Yeah, there is that aspect of it. But, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Uh-huh.
the official policy was to make the world Britain.
Yes.
So if you were conquered by the British, at least you at the very least you were British. Hi. I know you want me to go back to my country. Click subscribe, click like, and share the video, and you will probably succeed.